What is up? My name's Ivan and I'm a bitch. Yesterday, something happened. 21 Pilots released a new song. Well, I actually have already heard this, but I'm doing another reaction anyway, because basically, okay, I'm just going to be perfectly honest with you guys. I didn't like it. I really did not like it at all. But here's the thing. 21 Pilots are a band that always grew on me. So okay, maybe I should give a little brief on my history with 21 Pilots. My friends make me listen to Blurryface. I didn't like it. But despite that, it got me to listen to Vessel, which I did like. And so I started to become a 21 Pilots fan, but I still wasn't like, oh, they're amazing or anything. I was like, oh, they have great ideas and good potential, but, you know, they're yet to properly impress me. Then Trench comes out and I was just blown away. It's at this moment in time, it's their best album, and it's the only album they've put out that I would call legitimately amazing. So yeah, no pressure. So the fact that 21 Pilots are a band that literally grew on me, I started out not liking them. 3 years down the line, they become one of my favorite bands of the 2010s. So I shouldn't just write this song off as being bad just because I've heard it once and didn't like it. So today we are going to actually listen to Shy Away. I'm not gonna watch the video. I feel like the video is a bit of a distraction because I know I'm gonna get a bunch of other clickies on this comment section being like, oh no, but you gotta understand the law makes the song so much better, oh, you don't know what's happened to Dima and Clancy and yada 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 yada. I don't care. I'm sorry, I do not care. You know, I think it's really cool that they've created this law. I actually think it's really impressive, but at the end of the day, that does not make the music any better or worse. Trench is a great album because it sounds amazing. Blurryface and Vessel, to an extent, suffered because the production wasn't great. I could care less if it was a concept album or not. So yeah, without further ado, we are going to listen to Shy Away by 21 Pilots. Okay, right off the bat, I'm sorry, I know people are going to hate me because it's like, oh, you're nitpicking it straight away, just listen to it, you know. That is just such a cut and paste rhythm. The synth, the drum pad and the way it sounds as well, it just sounds like one of them stock tutorials. It sounds like something I would hear on a bloody Grammarly commercial. It just sounds watered down. But anyway, I'm literally 5 seconds in and I'm already complaining, and I promised I wouldn't. Let's give the song a chance. I heard an interview on BBC One. What's interesting is how he said he would focus on one thing, you know, focus on this dragon toy, which is now the album cover, and he kind of had this idea where it's like, if you focus on one thing, you know, it can let your imagination just kind of break free, you know, it gives yourself a bit of fuel for thought. So the fact that this song kind of starts out sounding like one of those how to make a song tutorial because it's so basic and bare bones, I don't like it, but I kind of understand it. I kind of get why it sounds the way it does. Okay, it's actually really cool to hear guitars in this. I was worried that when Tyler was like, "Oh, I started playing electric guitar," that it was going to become another gimmick like the ukulele, because I'm going to be honest, I don't really like a lot of their ukulele songs because it just feels really out of place on all their albums, except for, again, why I love Trench so much. The songs on Trench which have ukuleles in them, they feel so well blended into the songs. it never sticks out like a sore thumb. So to hear these 21 Pilots songs that still sound like 21 Pilots songs, you know, but these electric guitars are nicely integrated into the song. Ooh, that synth. I like that synth. I know it's annoying me constantly stopping the track, but you know, I really like that synth. That synth sounds so cool, and I like the fact that that synth never comes up in the song again. It's kind of like spur of the moment imagination. Okay, I think a problem I had with the first time I listened to it is I was like, oh, the song's not catchy. But listening to it again, the chorus is really starting to catch on. With that said, I don't think it's a great chorus. You know, it's catchy enough. I'll remember it. It just feels a bit samey. The chord choices and the way the melody rides, it's just kind of like I'm hearing Level of Concern again. I will say, I know I hate, but I do think his vocal production has gotten a lot better. Not just like his singing ability, but the way he like mixes his vocals is a lot better. You listen to Blurryface and he adds a lot of bit crushers to his voice to give it that kind of like high tingy sound. It did sound like overkill in a lot of songs, particularly songs like Ride. But here, distortion effects on the vocals sound really nice. Like, they sound pleasant to the ear. They fit his voice. Like, it only really becomes apparent when he starts shouting like Tyler does. Okay. I liked that breakdown. I know I hate stopping this, but that was a great breakdown. Okay. Alright. There's something I didn't notice when I first heard this song that I'm starting to notice now. The screaming in the background. And I really like that. The reason why is basically I went through a massive regional at best phase where it was like the only thing that existed on the planet. I don't really like regional at best anymore, but I do have nice fond memories of it. One of my favorite songs was Slowtown, and something I liked on Slowtown was how you could hear him screaming in the background, but it was suppressed, which felt like almost like audio metaphors, you know, like the music symbolized how he suppresses his anger or suppresses his emotions. And so it's really cool how he uses that effect in this song, but it's only in the final chorus. It's really nicely structured in a way that nothing feels redundant. I think I started out not liking this song, but it's actually starting to catch on. I can see the appeal behind it. Before I go on, I would like to say something I do like about the chorus, even though I don't think the chorus is brilliant. I like the fact that it's not the same phrase repeated. It almost feels like two different choruses, two different melodies, like two little mini choruses that are put together to make one chorus, which is something I noticed about Level of Concern as well, which I guess is why it reminds me so much of that song. I really liked that outro. I like the fact that there was the halftime again. I thought it's a really nice change of pace. It grabs you, but it doesn't go on for too long. Nothing overstays its welcome. So something that I initially didn't like about the song is how short and underwhelming it was after hearing, you know, great songs on Trench. Now that I'm kind of past that, You know, that now that I don't really have any expectations for it, I can appreciate the fact that it is short and a lot of the great moments on it don't last very long. It feels like they're tackling the whole like battling between pop music and creativity much more subtly and much more profoundly, because they're doing it through the music, not through obvious lyricism. It's not as in your face. So, to be perfectly honest, I don't love the song. I'm not even sure if I'd say I like it a lot. But hearing it upon second viewing, I am actually starting to understand it a little more. With Tyler's notion on the whole creativity thing, you focus on one little detail and it helps fuel your imagination. So the fact that this song is short and minimal, but there are these little points in it, like that cool synth or the breakdown sections, where it's like little moments of creativity starting to awaken or whatever. I'm like, okay, I understand this now. I don't love the song. I don't think it's great, but I understand it. I get what they were going for, and I respect that. I wouldn't say I'm over the moon over this new album, but I am interested to see how the rest of the album sounds. If it sounds nothing like this song, or if it does, or if it expands on the ideas more. But at the end of the day, it's 21 Pilots. They're gonna do something interesting. So I feel like an okay 3 stars on this song. It was all right. It didn't like it the first time, but it's really grown on me. So that's good.